Busy news day here at NBC Connecticut. We're following several developing stories this evening. We begin with a suspect in the death of a visiting nurse has now been charged with murder. This now comes 6 months after Joyce Grayson was killed on the job in a home in Willimantic.
NBC Connecticut's Braceda Lendeverde joins us now with the new details. And Braceda, do we know what took so long to make an arrest?
Yeah, so Mike and Keisha, police were still investigating, but of course that's very difficult for the family to just wait a long time, 6 months. Now, the Grayson family attorney said that this has been just a difficult time for the family, and they are relieved that charges have finally been filed against Michael Reese.
She should never have been put in a situation where she was being sent into a home with this type of an individual alone.
Michael Reese stood before a judge today facing murder charges in connection to the death of Joyce Grayson. The Grayson family attorney saying outside the courtroom, it's been a long time coming.
The police and the state's attorney's office did an excellent job in terms of gathering all of the information and evidence that they needed in order to ensure that they have what we believe to be a solid case against Mr. Reese for murdering Joyce Grayson.
Back in October, Grayson, a dedicated visiting nurse and mother, was found dead in the basement of a Willimantic home. Michael Reese, a registered sex offender, was a suspect in the case for months.
Nobody should have to experience what she did.
According to an arrest warrant, investigators reviewed Reese's phone calls while he's been behind bars and found a probable cause. During a telephone conversation, Reese discusses the case and says, quote, "I stand by what I said. I was ready to plead guilty, and I still am."
He clearly is incredibly troubled, but what occurred is just horrific. And, you know, it's something that has not only impacted the Grayson family, but also so many other nurses in the community and healthcare workers.
Since that tragic day in the fall, there have been several calls for the state legislature to pass laws that would protect visiting nurses.
Some of the initiatives in the bill, such as to have a panic button, to have escorts, to have the agencies actually report any complaints about incidents like that.
Advocates for healthcare workers showed up today in solidarity of Grayson.
We need to change that underlying culture that a certain amount of violence towards healthcare workers is acceptable. It is not.
And advocates say they are gathering together on May 2nd in Fairfield to honor Grayson's legacy. And as for court proceedings, on the criminal side, Reese is being held on a $2 million bond, and the next court date is June 7th. And then on the civil side, the family attorney says a lawsuit will be filed sometime next week. So Mike and Keisha, still a lot to come.
Absolutely, and we'll stay on top of it. Thanks, Bree.